In an age of gods and monsters, of empires that rise and fall like dust on the solar wind, there is one question that echoes in the silent corners of the cosmos. A question whispered by dying stars and nascent black holes. Why is no one talking about the man who owns forever? In a universe governed by chaos, where civilizations are but fleeting sparks in an endless night, one man dared to build a sanctuary. Not just a city or a planet, but an entire world cradled in the heart of a star. Ethelgard, a monument to defiance. Meet Lord Valerius. To the trillions of souls who inhabit the manufactured world of Ethelgard, the paradise he built inside a star-encompassing shell, he is their king. A benevolent sovereign who sculpted continents, ignited a sun, and promised a future free from the chaos of the outer universe. He is the architect of their peace, the guarantor of their prosperity. To the galactic markets that tremble at his whim, he is the ultimate banker. He doesn't trade in credits or precious metals. He trades in probabilities, in timelines. Using vast quantum computers, he models the future, identifies the most likely outcomes, and places his bets accordingly. When a star is predicted to go nova, he has already shorted the economies of its solar system. When a new technology is on the verge of discovery, he has already acquired the patents. He leverages the quantum foam to ensure his investments always mature. He is the master of a fortune so vast it can no longer be measured, only felt, like gravity. But to the ancient forces that govern the cycle of life and death, he is something else entirely. An aberration. A broken cog in the great cosmic machine. Meet Lord Valerius. The universe's most stubborn, most successful, and most dangerous cheat.
Unit 7 status. The morning reports.
Sector Gamma exceeds energy production projections by 12.4%, my lord. The solar flares were harvested with 99.8% efficiency.
Excellent. Divert the entire surplus to the orbital defense grid. Reinforce the tachyon shielding around the primary stargate. I want our welcome mat to be particularly unwelcoming today.
Acknowledged. The financial markets in the Orion Spur show a 7% downturn following the collapse of the Cygnian conglomerate. Your portfolio has seen a corresponding increase of 18%.
Predictable. Their reliance on linear forecasting was their undoing. They saw a straight line. I saw the curve. Liquidate our position at market peak and reinvest in pre-singularity tech firms in the Magellanic Cloud. Their time is coming. Also, flag any unusual capital flows from the Tartarus sector. I sense desperation.
Flagging complete. And the final item, my lord, the Deep Thought Project.
Ah, yes. My little peek into tomorrow. My window on the sublime. Prep deep thought for a full diagnostic. Boost the quantum entanglement resonance by 10%. I want to see further, clearer.
My lord, a 10% boost carries a significant risk of temporal feedback. The last incursion at 5% created a chronoton echo that took 3 cycles to stabilize. A 10% boost could attract unwanted attention. The patterns are consistent with previous incursions from sub-reality designation, UnderWorld.
Risk is the currency of progress, Unit 7, and attention is a price I have always been willing to pay. They knock on my door with whispers and shadows. Let them knock. It reminds me that I am alive. Proceed.
To understand his defiance, separate what he is from what he runs. His original soul endures, singular, continuous, migrating between prepared vessels through quantum soul conduits and sanctified circuitry. His uploaded consciousness is only a mind mirror, a strategic copy that manages Ethelgard when the soul travels or sleeps. He has died 8 times, yet each time the soul crossed the void, rebinding to an upgraded body, while the mirror mind kept the empire breathing. Around it all, the Dyson Sphere is more than habitat, a stellar ward, a citadel shield that thwarts underworld hooks and hellhounds seeking to rip his soul free.
They mocked soul transfer as heresy and copy minds as hubris. They called my sphere a gilded cage. They said I was playing God. They mistook caution for weakness. Gap. I call it insurance and iteration. The original soul walks forward, vessel to vessel, each shell upgraded, sanctified, and keyed to me alone, while the uploaded consciousness handles the ledger. The sphere's stellar wards are my armor. No hound of the underworld will extract what is mine.
But forever has its enemies. Across the infinite void, in a realm where entropy is law and death is king, a throne of bone trembled with incandescent rage. Here, in the heart of the underworld, the final destination for all things, an account was being tallied, and one name was grievously overdue.
The temporal readings remain consistent, my magnificent Lord Skullcrusher. The anomaly, the cheat. He continues to strengthen his hold on the material plane. His entanglement protocols are stronger. He just initiated another resonance boost. He is looking for us.
Consistent failure. For 300 centuries we have watched this mortal fester. This Valerius. He builds his paradise on a foundation of cosmic theft. Every soul that lives past its appointed time in his gilded cage is a debt unpaid. He weaponizes time itself, treating it as his personal ledger. And the weavers of fate, they grow impatient. The great balance is threatened. His existence is a cancer on the timeline, a tumor of unending life that chokes the natural cycle.
His quantum entanglement protocols. They are a shield and a sword, my lord. They detect our chronal incursions before our agents can even arrive. He sees our moves before we make them. We attack his past, and he has already reinforced it. We send assassins to his present, and his shields are already raised. He treats causality like a game of chess, and he is always 3 moves ahead.
For centuries we have tried to shatter his gilded cage from the outside. We have hurled fleets of bone and shadow against his walls, only to see them broken against his temporal defenses. This approach is futile. If we cannot break the sphere, we will rot it from within. We will not attack his fortress. We will steal his future. He thinks his immortality is absolute, anchored by his precious chamber. But the chamber is just a mind. A mind needs a body. A voice needs a throat. He has hidden his spare vessels across space and time, a chain of succession. We will break that chain, intercept his vessels, hunt down his clones, burn his precious shells before his consciousness can ever reach them.
Yes, yes, a brilliant stratagem, Lord of Endings. We sever the anchors of his existence, deprive the mind of its bodies, and the chamber starves. His consciousness will be trapped, a ghost in his own machine, unable to transfer.
He will be locked in a dying vessel, forced to watch as his systems fail, as his manufactured sun flickers and dies. Let him watch his empire rot around him for 1,000 years before the end finally takes him. Let him taste true despair. Let him finally understand that nothing, not even he, is forever. Malachor, unleash the Reapers. Let the hunt begin.
2 titans, locked in a conflict that transcends space and time. One clinging to a self-made forever, a rebellion against the natural order. The other, a sworn agent of that order, the embodiment of the inevitable end. One fights for eternal life. The other fights for the sanctity of death. It is a war fought not with fleets, but with foresight. Not with armies, but with assassins striking across millennia. In the balance hangs the fate of reality itself. The war for eternity begins now.